Okay, I've drawn us out a force versus displacement graph, although I wrote distance here, so I'm going to change that to displacement. Now, this is data that's been gathered and then graphed with regards to a force that's being applied and the distance that the object is being moved. And so in this case, what we've got is positive forces and negative forces, and then your total value in the x direction that you'll have moved. So we've got newtons and we've got meters, and so if we want to find the total work done on a force versus distance graph, then you're just going to be looking for area. So work equals area. Therefore, if we're trying to find total work, we need to find total area. We need to keep in mind when we're in the top and bottom section. So this is going to be my positive, this is going to be my negative. So I'm going to turn it into simple shapes that I like to work with. I'm going to use that triangle. I'm going to use this triangle. I'm going to use a triangle here and a triangle there. So this is going to be area 1, area 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have a lot of areas. I should have 6 areas in the end. So this is a triangle, so for my area 1, I should end up getting 1/2 my base times height. So this is going to end up being the first 3 meters. So 3 meters, height of 400. So my area 1 is going to end up being positive 600. Okay. For my area 2, that's just going to be base times height, so that's going to go from 3 seconds to 7 seconds, so that's 4 seconds, and it goes over 400 newtons. I think I said seconds, this is meters. 4 meters, 400 newtons, so that's going to end up giving you positive 1600. I'm not going to bother putting joules, I'm just going to leave it at 1600. For my area 3, 1/2 from 10 meters to 7 meters is 3 meters, and a force of 400 is applied, so that's going to get you another positive 600. Okay, that's my positive area. I did it over here. I'm going to go up here and do my negative areas. My area 4 is 1/2. My base is 2 meters. The force that it applies over, I need to, and I've got to go across my writing here, this line, I just want to double check, it not at 200, I'm going to use it as a 250. Okay, so right here, that's going to be 250 for me. So that's going to be my area 4. Base times height is going to end up being minus 250 because it's underneath. Area 5, base times height, 2 meters, minus 250. Your area 5 ends up equaling minus 500. And finally area 6, last one, 1/2, base 1 meter, height minus 250. Your area 6 ends up being minus 125. Okay, done all my areas, so that means I know each separate shape's amount of energy. I'm going to add them all up. That's going to tell me my total work is going to end up being, let's see here, 600 plus 1600 plus 600, not plus, subtract 250, subtract 500, subtract 125. Okay, when everything's said and done, my total work ends up equaling positive 1925 joules. Okay, that is how you do a force versus distance or force versus displacement graph. There you go, positive 1925 joules.